Well, here we are again. That chap behind me is Chris on his 790R, recently purchased from Mr. Lippett. Always turns out a nice bike, has to be said. Yeah, so Chris has just bought a 790R. This is his first time off-road on it, although he's an ex-motocross rider, very handy on a supermoto. Used to race the Isle of Man, so he knows what he's doing. Far better a rider than I am. So he's on 50/50 tyres, I'm sure he'll cope. He's just messing with the modes, I think, on the 790, so let's take him through some water to start off. Nice, clean 790R dirty. Oh, it's not even slightly deep today, is it? So I was out yesterday, the video's not up yet, or it might be up by the time you see this one, it will be up by the time you see this video. I took the TET, Trans-European Trail, up from Hankirk near Sheffield, Hankirk Lane. We just took the TET north to Huddersfield, did some route around Huddersfield. That was top. A lot of road miles between lanes in places, but those road miles were fine because it was just so, well, it was just so scenic. The weather wasn't quite as bright as it is today, although we are expecting some rain in an hour or two. But didn't detract from the day. It was an absolutely brilliant day. So we went up to Huddersfield and back on the TET. There's only really one very technical lane. Can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It was near Hepburn. Anyway, it's a downhill, very washed out, chewed up by 4x4s. I can imagine 4x4s up there be twisting axles. Yeah, one for a high lift kit, I think, if you're in a 4x4. Anyway, downhill was okay, but I remember thinking, oh, we got to go back up that. And in the end, wasn't too bad, but I was really quite pleased with what the T7 did. There was a step about halfway up. Unfortunately, I didn't bloody catch it on video because I ran out of battery. So we're out 160 miles in total. I thought it was going to be about 120, but by the time we messed around and took in a couple of extra lanes we hadn't planned and things like that, it was 160 miles in total. So I'm feeling it a little bit today. You know, I do have a 59-year-old body after all. God. Can't just shake it off anymore, can you? That's the trouble with getting older. Take it nice and easy. Don't like upsetting the golfers. It is Bank Holiday Monday after all. Actually, there's no one playing golf. What's going on? There's a golf club. Oh, there you go. Well, we got one. Kind of half expected to see loads of golfers out, to be fair. Oh, I can hear his 790 droning behind me. you know, there's a few times I've been over here and I see people driving off that T and I think, if they bloody slice that, it's coming straight at me. I've often wondered, actually, if you've been across the Buxton golf course in a car or in a 4x4 or a motorbike and you've had a near miss with a golf ball, let me know. So I've done about 1,000 miles now on this Anlas Capra X rally. I'm pretty impressed, to be honest. I mean, it's not the best outstanding grip of all time, but perfectly adequate. It's much better in mud than any 50-50 or even 60-40 tyre. It's supposed to be to support long distance rallies, and I can imagine it'd be really good at that. Made in Turkey. Don't think they know a lot about rain in Turkey. Oh, thank you. But having said that, 1,000 miles already, and that's not appreciable wear. There is wear, but it's not totally and utterly rounded off. I can't exactly say I'm not the easiest on tyres. I tend to be a bit ham-fisted. A lot of people who do these ride videos just stick the video on, it's a single view, and they keep it in that view. I want to do something a little bit more cinematic. Of course, it takes effort to trying to get drone shots and multiple camera angles really does make it a bit more interesting, I think. And then I'm filming in 4K as well, so God, 175 gigabytes from yesterday's ride, and that was only 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Yeah, 175 gig. So I had to invest in an external drive to start shoving things on. But I do enjoy doing the videos. Get going. Whoa, going, yay! I was saying to Chris earlier that I've been thinking about the suspension on this T7. So I swapped it for world grade suspension. It's slightly longer travel, better damped, and I think in total it cost me 650 quid for the forks, the shock, the dog bones, and the rocker arm for the shock. 650 quid well spent, I reckon. I was thinking about, you know, upgrading the suspension further, and then I was out, as I said, going up to Huddersfield yesterday, and bloody hell, I mean, the thing just dealt with everything so well. I really can't complain. How's it feeling?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean that's really quite
Yumpy, isn't it?
speed. It's hard because you're going off one into the other, and it's just soaking them up.
Yeah. I had a quick look. I pulled ahead and I said, I bet Chris comes wazzing up to me. And I was watching you through that, and the thing looks really settled.
Yeah.
Thank you, kind sir. Appreciate it. Down here last night. We've had a little bit of rain recently, which is a big change because it has been pretty dry.
Just discovered a problem with all the anti-lock stuff on.
Yeah.
It won't stop.
It doesn't stop, does it? When you're on gravel. When you said earlier, so you go, ah!
Ah!
I do like riding with Chris. We ride very similarly on the road. This bike now. I don't know if it comes over on camera, but going off those jumps, I'm actually leaving the ground and landing. Things soaking it up. It's just about bottoming out. I mean, it's not like I've got tractive suspension or rally raid suspension on it, but it does pretty bloody well. Stand on that bit. You are, aren't you? Do you know how after that descent on the way to Huddersfield yesterday, do you know what, I don't think this is that bad, to be honest. Still haven't come up this yet, one of these days. I considered it on the way home yesterday, but I was so bloody knackered after 160 miles. Still a lot of off-piste riding around here. It really is a shame. This lane will eventually close because of it. Being used as an excuse by the lobbyists, too many motorcyclists going off into the SSRI. SSRI? Site of Special Scientific... SSSI? Okay. No R in that, is there? Site of Special Scientific Interest and all of that. Yeah, you can look over on the right. If you ever come down here, you can see it. Do you know, I used to really hate Pindale. It used to scare the willies of me. Really did scare the willies out of me. I convinced myself I was going to crash any second. The bike always felt so uncomfortably uncomfortable. But now, I'm kind of used to the bike, I think. And I know what it feels like. That felt good today. That feels good, eh?
Yeah.
You stayed with me. I was just picking my way down there and I could hear you behind me just blipping.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
Yeah, cool.
That's right.
You've acquired some...
It's not so easier than the It's not.
Well, that's what you liked about this, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was that kind of just soaks it up and smooths it all out. I quite like the weight. I think enduro bikes, to be honest, on green laning are over the top. You can't go fast enough to make the suspension. Well, you can, but then it's highly illegal, isn't it?
It'd work a lot better if they were softer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it when you find a pace that works for the suspension on the adventure bikes. You find that pace, and it just feels flipping brilliant. To get this thing to lift, got to give it some serious jumping. Thank you. Thank you. their little bikes. Well done. Felt quite bad, but thing about a Tenere is you need to keep that momentum. If you stop on a hill, you're dead in the water sometimes. I was in full concentration mode. Sorry, whoever you were. Just waiting for Chris now. Told you it was a bit spicy.
It was with those two stuck on it.
Yeah, they got through though, didn't they?
I don't know, they were both stopped.
Yeah, I went through the two of them. I couldn't stop at that point. I thought if I try and stop, it would be
Yeah, exactly.
dead in the water. So I just left them to it. But I think they just got over the step together. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh. Hang on, I'm going to apologise. Sorry about coming through the two of you,
All right, mate,
but I'm on that bloody thing and I can't, if I stop, I can't get going again. I had to keep going.
Well, you're so famous because they recognised who you were from your town.
Hey?
Are you so?
I am.
Oh, you alright?
How the fucking hell do you know who I am?
I watch your videos.
Oh, right. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Fame at last. You'll be on the next one. He just recognised me from YouTube. Fucking hell. Well, that's nice. Fame at last, eh? Brilliant. I've met a subscriber. Well, I assume he's subscribed. He might not have subscribed. That's made my day, that has. People watching the videos, using the routes, that's what it's all about. Flipping brill. Nice to meet you, the two of you. I should have got your names. Drop me a like, drop me a like, drop me a comment, and let me know who you were when you see the video, if you see the video. Get round. God, this looks dry. I know we haven't had much rain, but blimey. It's a good view from here. Look at that. It's a... Morning. Give me that look, give me. Oh God, I'm in the rut. Get out of the rut. There we go. Yeah, it's steeper than you think, this, Chris.